Oh, the Wanderer
We're all
returns.
live. We're live. We're all live.
Oh,
Merry Christmas.
Aye, Merry
Happy
Christmas and
Holidays.
welcome back, Captain Kebab. Where you been?
I've been asleep for like 3 weeks. Yeah. Oh, hold on. I found a little sample. Hold on. This is my little jingle. 2 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, where's it? Hold on. I'm just going to randomly play this right every 2 minutes. Where's it? There. Very kicked off, yeah.
what the hell? What? This is bad. Come on, man. You've already ruined the stream. Come on. What the hell is going on? What are you doing? The audio's terrible. What are you doing, man? You're like trolling the stream. You're trolling the stream.
Oh, I spoiled it. I spoiled it. What's that?
You're boinging all over the place.
Oh, was it? Oh, well, never mind. Right.
What was it?
It was. It was just slid. Can you not hear it?
No.
Oh, no.
Oh, that spoiled the effect, doesn't it? Oh, bloody hell. Right. I'll try it again.
You've ruined it, like.
I always do. What a couple. It's always a couple. Wait. I've just got it.
What the hell's going on? Right.
No,
I think I know what you're trying to do. Right?
Oh, there it is. There. Merry Christmas.
That'll do before we get a copyright strike.
Stop it. Because that audio is horrific. So stop it.
I'll stop it.
The audio is absolutely horrendous.
Guess what? Guess what I'm eating now. Guess what I'm eating. There you go. I told you earlier.
Mince pie. Oh, beefy balls.
I've got some beefy balls in my mouth. Oh, chowing on beefy balls. They're not bad. They're not bad, actually.
Are they not?
They're very nice.
They're
very nice. Very nice.
Do they not taste a bit salty?
Beefy.
No, are they a bit salty?
A lot of salty, yeah. I think at the bottom of the bag, right, it says ballsy and beefy. Get stuck in.
Right. Definitely going for a select audience with them bad boys.
It's like the double entendre levels meter is on like 100%. Beefy balls. What? So how's the Darth Vader fan film coming along?
Well, have you not watched it?
I haven't watched it. No.
It's on. It's right. Well, this is right. This is what I was going to say in the green room. Right. Yeah. I think we should watch it. I think it's only on for 16 minutes.
Right.
So I think we should watch it together and comment on it and see what we think. Stephen, have you watched it?
No, not yet.
Oh, have you both not watched it? Oh, that's even better than the pay, is it?
No.
I've watched it about 30 times. No, I'm only joking. I've watched it about three times.
Right.
It's not perfect, but considering the guy has he's basically created it himself. Like he's crowdfunded it and everything. It's pretty brilliant. Like when you think about what he's done, because he's like. Right. It's like an indie. It's like an indie film, but it's some of the effects. The way he's filmed the effects and everything's brilliant.
Anything that Darth Vader is got to be great, right? And as long as it's better than The Last Jedi, I'm happy.
Yeah, man. Hang on. 2 Girls, 1 Cup's better than The Last Jedi, man. Come on, Jesus Christ. You fucking the worst scat film of all time is better than The Last Jedi. Come on.
Pooing in your hands and clapping's even better than The Worst Jedi.
I was going to say the animated adventure of Jar Jar Binks would probably be better than The Last Jedi. Like
I walked out the cinema after watching The Last Jedi and turned to Dave and went,
I know,
Jar Jar Binks, all is forgiven.
Oh yeah, totally, yeah, totally. I mean, there's two characters in the Last Jedi that are worse than Jar Jar Binks, and that's like Holdo and what you call it, Rose Tico. Absolutely horrific. It was funny, because like today, like we had some like friends around today, and I was talking to Stephen.
Uninvited.
And I sorry, he was another Stephen. And well, we're talking about because like Return of the Jedi's on it's been on the telly today, and he's like, "Oh, you're watching Return of the Jedi there?" And I was like, "Well, I said probably not, because I've got it on DVD, and I've watched it about 50 million times, and it'll probably be on in the background." But then he went, "Oh," he says, "The Force Awakens is on next week," and I was like, "Oh," he's like, "That's absolutely horrendous." He didn't enjoy The Force Awakens. He was saying. I says, "Well, anyway," I said, I'm of the same opinion, but it's nothing on The Last Jedi. I says The Last Jedi is the worst film ever. And he went, "Oh, come on, it's a lot better than Phantom Menace." And I went, "No, I meant that. It's the worst movie. Period." I said, "Not worst Star Wars movie. It's the worst film I've ever seen." And he was just laughing. I was like, "It's not even a bad Star Wars film. It's a bad film. It's just bad on so many levels."
It's up there with I think Zoolander for me. That's one of the bad ones. Zoolander.
Freddy got fingered.
Oh God! Tom Green. Oh shit! Oh, that's a bad film. That's a bad film. It's not good.
Transformers, the last night. Oh, I felt I felt violated when I left the cinema there. I did. I felt like I'd just been mugged. No. New Bumblebee looks okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. I think.
I see Mortal Engines is doing pretty shit at the box office. It's not doing too. I think it looks really good, but it's not doing too good with the old Takens.
Really?
It's not doing good. So anyway, have you? Yeah. It's Peter Jackson. So have you got YouTube open and get if you type in Star Wars Theory, Vader, and like if you get it primed on 000.
Is this the one that the link you shared?
Shared the link. This is the fan film that he's been working on for. I'm not sure if it's the best part of a year or what have you. He was hoping to make a feature-length film, but he didn't quite get to his goal. So he's what he's done is he's turned it into a mini series, and he's hoping to get to crowdfund the next episode, which is going to have Mace Windu in it. And the guy, I'll tell you. Well, after this, we'll get Stephen to do a screen share, and we'll have a look at the guy who's going to be playing Mace Windu, because he looks exactly like Samuel L. Jackson. It's like unreal.
Is he not dead though?
Not in this. He's because he flies out the window, doesn't he? And you assume he's dead. But
I assume he got blasted by lightning. And
yeah, well, obviously this is not canon. This is just somebody independent. He's just an independent guy. He's the biggest Star Wars YouTuber. He's got like over 1 million subs.
Right.
Some of his videos are really good. I really enjoy them. He does it. He basically he creates comics into sort of not cartoons, but like audio descriptive visuals, and you don't have to buy the comics. You can just watch what he makes them into, like a little mini film, you know.
Is this the lad who? Is this the lad who sort of? What was that?
that was my alarm. It's down by the seaside.
Is this like the guy who re-edited episode 8?
Oh no, that's Ivan Ortega. He's doing it. He's doing a re-edit.
They should.
They should. That'd be brutal. That'd be absolutely. That'd be really good.
Let's make episode 9. Get them to make episode 9.
Yeah, I know. I've got ultimate respect for both of them because they're both obviously massive Star Wars fans, and they don't like obviously what's going on with Disney Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars Fury, he's like he's not as forward as the other YouTubers who were in the fandom menace, geeks and gamers and world class bullshitters and whatever. He's nowhere near as forward as them, but you can tell he just doesn't like the new Star Wars. You can tell. He's quite pally with like that Star Wars girl and Jeremy off Geeks and Gamers. He's quite pally with them. So he's on our side. He's totally not a shit or anything. He's just, but you can tell he's kind of torn because he's such a massive. He's got such a massive channel. He can't be too one way. You know what I mean? He's got to kind of like go down the middle, but he definitely leans towards the anti Disney Star Wars. Like
he's making a Vader film, and he's obviously likes the old better.
Yeah. He got permit. It's a bit shocking this because there's been some other fan films made where people have made money off them, right? And he done the right thing. He went to Lucasfilm and he asked for permission to make this, and they said yes, as long as you don't make any profit whatsoever off it. So I mean, this video is probably going to end up with millions and millions of views, and he's not going to make a penny from the video, which is a bit shocking because some of them other fan films they've made money on it and not been done. Have you seen that other new one? I think it's called Bucketheads. Have you seen that one about the Stormtroopers? It's about the Stormtroopers. Have you seen it, Stephen?
No,
I've not seen it. No.
I'll send you the link. I watched it the other day. It's quite good. It's quite good. It's about these Stormtroopers that get finished ship transported prisoner. It's really good. It's quite good actually.
Is this the same of the Star Wars series?
No, it's totally separate. It's just another fan film, but it was quite a recent one. It's really good. But I know I seen it. I seen a teaser for the how there's that team that's redoing the Darth Vader Obi-Wan Kenobi fight from A New Hope.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They're nearly done. They've sent a teaser out. They've went over like on that when they were supposed to have it out. I think it was like at the start of the year or something. But they've went way over. But they were just saying that they want to get it right. But that comes out like it's gonna be really good. It's not far away.
I think there's obviously still an audience for the old films, probably more than the new films. So Disney should just open the rights and just say, yeah, we'll take a cut. Just make what you want. We'll approve it if it's good enough. We'll go ahead, and if they took a cut of it, they could make a profit. Same as CBS shut down a couple of things with Axonar and the VR experience.
Oh yeah, the game. Yeah.
If they just let it go and released it, they could have made money on it. But they just shut it down. Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense at all. I mean, the thing is,
it's better than the shit they're making, isn't it? That's why.
Disney had a no-brainer. It was like, right, make a Darth Vader trilogy, make an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, and
it's not complicated, is it?
Oh my god, they would have absolutely killed it. Do you know what I mean? It's just stupid. You've got all this time. You've got like 20 years. You've got 20 years in between Revenge of the Sith and like A New Hope.
And then they bring out
stuff with Darth Vader, stuff with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and they brought with no Jedi in it, no Sith in it. It's just
they bring out new actors, new characters, but like Rey and Finn and all. I don't know. It's probably to appeal to the kids who are watching it, but the vast majority of the fans aren't kids anymore. You know, like 30s, 40s, 50s.
Of course they're not. It's us.
They're not kids.
They don't. bring out new characters, but make them good. Don't just make them like Mary Susan.
Just
no explanation
transparent.
as to how they're so good at things, and it's just they've totally missed the boat. I mean, they're bringing out a series about that guy from Rogue One now. I mean, gee.
Who
Cassie.
Who's he?
Exactly. He's generic rebel. He's generic rebel number 12.
Number 12. Please come in.
Generic rebel number 12. Your time is up.
I mean, to be honest, if you watch Rogue One, he's, spoiler alert, he's just a red shirt who gets to live for an hour and a half instead of like 10 minutes.
He is. You're right. And he murders somebody in cold blood at the start as well. So already your like protagonist is like a cold blooded murderer. It's like that never works.
Who is he? I've seen that film. Who is he again?
He's the guy. He's the main guy that knocks around with Jyn Erso. Who flies the ship and knocks around with the droid, the K2SO.
I can't remember. No, I can't even. All I can remember of that film is that they all died.
Well, that tells you everything. He dies on the beach at the end with her. He's hugging her at the end. Yeah, he's hugging Jyn on the beach just before the epic scene.
So it's a prequel, right?
Oh, it's a prequel. It's a prequel.
Right.
It's a prequel. No one wants to watch.
Why choose? Why choose him? Why make a series based on him?
I don't know. You've only got like the Emperor, Darth Vader, and all of the old Republic to pick from, and you pick that.
We've got 30 years of 30 years of Darth Vader. So
I mean, you can just if you look at like you say all the different time frames and characters they could choose from, and if you look at how popular Knights of the Old Republic was, the game.
I was going to say that.
They really should have just went and made a whole film about, turned that entire game series to 2 games.
Yeah.
Sort of a film in Old Republic and made it about
Revan.
About Revan.
Yeah. I had the first game on I think it was the very first Xbox.
Yeah, me too.
And it was great. It was fantastic. Really great story. So if you're struggling 5 years, instead of just milking the original trilogy again, milking the side characters, I'd go into the Old Republic because it was 3,000 years before Star Wars. Obviously the Jedi were no different. They were like everywhere, weren't they? There was thousands of them.
Thousands of them,
but that would have been better. Has anyone seen? Off topic. Anyone seen the Men in Black trailer?
Yeah.
The new one.
Yeah.
I haven't. No.
It doesn't look too bad.
Right. I'd have to say it looked pretty crap.
It doesn't look too bad, but I mean, if you look at
wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed. Like,
I was kind of looking at it.
Will Smith isn't in it. Tommy Lee Jones isn't in it. And I mean, and I know it's just a comedy.
Is it Chris Hemsworth? And is it Chris?
It's Chris Hemsworth, and it's the actress of. I've seen her in Westworld, and she's in. I think she's in Thor Ragnarok. And I think it says that she finds the Men in Black on her own. She finds them.
It sounds horrific.
How's that? The Men in Black are they're just the most secretive society ever.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Is she like another Mary too?
If you look at, well, in a way, yes, but if you look at
Mary in Black,
what you call it? If you look at how
The blackening. Oh, God.
If you look at how like the trailer works and how she is set up, it's basically she is Will Smith's replacement. It's the exact same thing. You know how in the original one, Will Smith has that fight with the alien, and that's how he gets seen. He
gets recruited by Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, well, that's what happens with. That's what happens with this one. She gets spotted having a fight with an alien, and then
in the trailer, she says that she finds them. She finds the men in black on her own, which sounds a bit shit.
I don't know about all that, but have you seen that picture of Will Smith dressed as the genie? That's come out.
No, never seen that.
Have you seen?
No. What genie?
He's playing the genie in a live-action remake of Aladdin.
No
Stephen, can you find it and share it, because it's absolute gold. Honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. See if you can find it. No, you've got to see. Wait for it, right? Just wait till Dr. Smack Talk finds it and then shares it on the screen. Have a watch. It's absolutely horrific. Actually, I might be able to share it.
Here we go.
If you have a look on YouTube,
so type in Aladdin.
Watch the video for him.
Will Smith.
No, Steve, he's going to share it. Steve's going to share it. So just wait and watch. Just watch the stream. Just watch.
Okay.
Where is it? Here we go. Trying to juggle windows, getting to so this works. 2 seconds.
Juggle.
Your camera's on.
No, it's always on.
Where are we? Share. 2 seconds. Share desktop. This one.
That was my.
Henry, I'm getting your.
That was a finger bang. That was a finger.
I'm getting your thumb. I hope it is.
There you go.
Hold
on.
Look at that. Stephen, click on you. Click on you, Stephen.
I have.
All right, there you go. Oh, you missed the top of his head off. You've got to see the top.
All right, 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
That looks shit, doesn't it?
It looks horrendous.
That looks so bad. That looks so bad, that mate. I feel sorry for Will Smith, I feel so sorry for him. He's awesome, right? He was fantastic in the first 4 or 5 films he did. But for the past 20 years, he's just made bad films. And he's like bad. I don't know, it's not his fault.
The Fresh Prince is like awesome.
Men in Black, Independence Day.
Oh,
he did I did a great series film.
I think the name.
When him and his son, when he's got his son, he's trying to.
He loses his job and stuff like that.
Loses his job, but then in the end, it's based on a true story. That was great, but he's made some films where they just haven't took off. Like he was in Suicide. Was he in Suicide Squad?
Oh, he's in.
There we go.
Dead Eye. Look at
that! Look at that, man!
Oh, Jesus! No!
And you can tell that top knot's just horse hair hot glued to his head.
The moment you realized you fucked up.
you can see it in his eyes, can't you? Look at his eyes, he's like, what the fuck am I?
Like, smile.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't get out of it. I've signed the contract. I can't get out of it.
See, he's dying inside. Like,
that's so bad.
He's dying inside.
So bad.
How did I end up in this position?
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh my God, that's bad.
Yeah. So can we have a look at this phantom?
Oh yes, the movie.
Yeah.
The fan film. It's only on for 16 minutes. Yeah, that was brilliant. That. Right. If you give us a shout when you're ready, we'll do a countdown and we'll all press play. Are you ready yet?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Ready?
No, not yet. Hold on.
No.
Hang on.
Wait for Henry.
What's it called again?
It's Star Wars Theory. Vader.
Star Wars Theory, right? Oh yeah. Star Wars Theory. Yeah, got it.
Vader Episode 1. It's called Shards of the Past.
Shards. I said shorts. Shorts.
Shards of the Past.
The dark side.
Yeah. Ready?
Oh God!
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Right. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh. SWC.
Now I'll give you a spoiler. No, I'll give you a spoiler. The guy playing him like that, like so you see him in the flesh, is actually Star Wars Fury himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, this looks better than Disney's FX already.
Oh, it's brilliant! Like.
I want that.
So you're having a good read.
I want that Star Destroyer alarm for the horn of my car. Can you imagine?
Sounds like a wheel.
House, be like,
Is it is it James Earl Jones's voice?
No, it's all just actors. He's hired them all. It's all fan made. It's just funded. The kid playing Vader, he's like he plays him all the time. Apparently, he's always like at conventions and things. And
right.
But the guy's got to play the Emperor. Someone's doing his voice and somebody's playing him physically. It's two different people.
Oh, right.
But this is great. This. So the way it's got this is like set like I think it's 8 months after, so it's still all they're all like they are in the cartoon. The costumes are quality. Like I think he said the Vader suit was grand or something. Look at that, man. It's really good. This one.
That's excellent.
I see. Do you remember at the start of The Force Awakens when watch this.
Yeah.
When Kylo Ren stops the blaster bolt, it was like
yeah.
So Kylo Ren says, "Have you seen this?" And like in Vader, he stopped like a million like machine gun lasers all at once. It's brilliant.
Kylo Ren was just like a little whiny grandson, wasn't he? He wasn't. He didn't have the same. He wasn't as scary as Darth Vader.
Oh God, no. Went from the Emperor in Vader to Kylo Ren. It's like going from like Real Madrid and Barcelona to like I don't know, the Dog and Duck.
Dog and Duck. The Wandering Goose. The Wandering Goose. The effects are great.
Oh, nice. I can't believe it. Look at this.
And the lightsabers look spot on.
Oh, it looks fantastic.
Oh, well, so he's killing the Emperor.
Well, you think so? You just keep watching.
Oh,
so you've got the Old Republic ships there. He kept all the timeline correct and everything. Like it's all like all the ships and that.
The way it should be.
There's no TIE fighters yet. They're still using the Old Republic. I shouldn't say Old Republic. The Republic ships and things like that. Still, and it's really good. Like, Mm.
Oh. Got a bit tingling there.
No, it's just slightly.
Slight tingling sensation. There you go. Oh.
So he's got a hold of him now. He's crushing his neck like he did in A New Hope, you know, with all of Captain Anthony's. That's quality, that. This is grabbed his It's really good. It's really, really good. I love that, like.
I was like sort of Red Dwarf.
somebody just chucked him it, like, but it looked really good.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, why spend like $300 million on a movie? You know, it's just not necessary.
So he's having a vision of himself as a boy, and that's Padme.
Oh, guy's conscience.
He's having a vision because obviously it's only like 8 months after his fight with Obi-Wan.
Yeah, so he's still new to the suit. He's been in the suit about 8 months.
He's still really raw, you know. He still hasn't totally killed off yet. So
he's not totally.
This is great. This bit, because I thought, it's getting a bit cheesy, but I really like this. What happens here? Yeah.
Oh.
It's got Sith eyes. It's quality, that.
Oh.
Hang on. The best bit of the whole thing's coming up in a minute. It's really good. I thought he was overacting a bit, but like I turned to the Jedi earlier, and he's actually quite.
He's spot on.
Aye. Yes, look at this. That's Star Wars Theory there himself. It's fantastic. This, like.
Oh, that's him.
Yeah, just brilliant. Like. Really good.
I mean, what's the budget for this? You know, how much would this take?
He spent I think it was about 150,000.
Oh, that's excellent.
Look at that.
That's spot on, isn't it?
They couldn't even have that in Rogue One.
150,000. And they spend 300. How much they spend on freaking The Last Jedi? 300 million.
So for 250 million, something like
that. It's just not necessary. It's not needed.
No, it's not. I mean, you can see that set there is a bit like it's a bit wobbly and it's all, you know. It's a bit basic.
It's a bit bland, but it's still great. I mean, just instead of spending all the time.
It's going to be with the lightning.
Aye. Instead of spending all that time on introduce new characters to get to know them, and then just pushing the old characters to the background. Just go for the old characters.
I know. That's all people want to watch, isn't it?
That's what you want to watch.
It's a bit like, you know, when you get these old bands and you go and see them to listen to the hits, and they play their new album. And it's like,
no one's playing the new album.
No one wants to hear the new album.
No.
Just want to hear the hits.
Yeah. I mean, it might sound a bit like we're stuck in our ways, but this, I mean, you're talking about the last 3 movies of a 9 movie series. So you don't want to get introduced to new characters. You just want to see the old characters wrap up the stories.
Exactly. Yeah. There's still loads of stories that haven't been told.
Not just kill them off.
I mean, they've covered in the comic. There's a Vader comic that's ongoing, and Star Wars series covering them all. They're really good. You should watch them. Actually, it's up to about 24 or something. And they actually explain how Anakin was created, and that's in the comic. Why aren't they doing that in the films?
Stuff he was created. Yeah, because in the Phantom Menace, he hasn't really got a dad, has he? He hasn't got a father.
No. In the comic, it's hinted that. Well, it says that I don't know if it's true or not, but Palpatine created him, So he's basically his father and Luke and Leia's grandfather, which is a bit mental.
Yeah, probably makes sense. Right.
But what they could film? It's massive, that.
I know. Yeah.
It's just
That's a bit like it's a bit like old Robert Ross in Red Dwarf.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just completes
like, this does his own father.
story. Completes the circle. Mm-hmm. Gotta love a circle.
I know. So he's taking Mace Windu still alive, and to go after him.
Because in the
hiding out on Naboo.
Was it Attack of the Clones where he gets thrown out the window? Was that Attack of the Clones?
Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith.
Is it Revenge of the Sith? Right.
Yeah, it's when he
it's when the Emperor.
It's right when he turns into Darth Vader. Because he's got no way. He can't go back after that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Then the Emperor gets deformed, doesn't he? That's when he gets.
He gets deformed in that fight.
He gets deformed.
That's how he looks the way he looks.
Like he's had 100 cigarettes.
All at once.
It's like the day after. It's like New Year's Day after he's been out.
It's
feeling rough.
Walking past the social club these days. Or a bingo hall. There's about 1 million tabs getting all smoked at once. Or them bloody vape.
1 million tabs and few Jaeger bombs.
So I
was sitting behind this.
It's like trying to whack into a hospital.
That CGI of the ships looks better than the actual Disney films.
That's brilliant. Watch this. Brilliant. Watch this. You see him coming out. You see him in hyperspace. Really good. He's going to Naboo.
Right.
That's where this window is.
Oh, that's
fun for them. But watch this when it comes out of hyperspace. This is quality. This.
Oh.
How good's that?
Yeah, it's quality. That. It's just one. It's just one take, isn't it? Just one full sequence. That's brilliant. That.
Like two. Yes, man. Fantastic. It's like clone troopers all over. He's got the same accent as the clone troopers on the like the Australian accent.
The same one. Right, they're still clones. The clones of the Fett.
Fantastic. That's a little nod. That was his Legion with his own personal stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is great. It's like Mace Windu's down there. Watch.
All right, is he having a fight?
See, this is what you want. You want loads of lightsabers and fight. There's the amethyst with and it's like, please show us the rest, and that's the end. Got away from.
Is that it? I know. That was great.
It's devastating, isn't it? I know.
That's fantastic.
I know.
That flew by. That was 16 minutes.
Well, it's only it's about 13 minutes, isn't it?
12 and a half plus the credit, and then 5 minutes of credits.
Credits are like they go on a while. Like. But what did you think? You can watch it properly
fantastic.
Later, obviously. Like, watch it with the sound on properly and everything. So
if it was a full movie, it would.
He was trying to make a full movie, but he couldn't.
Couldn't get the funding.
He fell short on his full movie. So. It's really good. What do you think, Stephen?
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, looks good, wasn't it?
It was just everything you want.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
I know.
So when's
like teaser, really.
Is there episode 2?
It's gonna. Well, he's trying to raise money for it now, so I think it'll definitely get made. He's already cast the guy who's playing Samuel L. Jackson. If you go on Star Wars Theory's Twitter, he's got a picture of the guy who's going to be. Actually, not if you go to his channel, his YouTube channel now. If you go to his channel, let's have a look.
You think? I'm surprised. I'm surprised that it's. What was that?
So if you go to his channel, right? Go to Star Wars Theories channel. And
On YouTube.
On YouTube. And if you click on videos, there's a Master Windows, and that's the kid who's going to be playing Mace Windu, and he looks exactly like Samuel L. Jackson. It's quite eerie, really. He's literally like his twin brother. It's mental.
Whereabouts?
It's only like a 48. Are you on Star Wars Theories channel? Are you?
Yeah.
If you go on videos, click videos.
That's him. Where's that?
Yeah, he's got his face. He's got glasses on. It says Master Windows message to all fans. I'll send you the link. You found it, Steve?
Aye, I see it.
You see, he looks exactly like him, doesn't he? It's quite mental, like. I'll send you the link, Henry, since you obviously haven't.
Can't see it.
Hold on. Yeah, we're going. Shit.
Hi, dude.
Whoa. All right. Here we go. Right, I'll send it over. There we go. Right, I've sent you that. That'll be me. Do you have a visitor? Do you have a visitor?
I'm looking. Yeah, just pops his head around the door now and again to have a look. What do we have?
You see?
Master Windows message to all fans. Yeah. Right. Master. Oh, no.
Yeah. So while we're waiting for that,
sorry, I'm lagging. Yeah.
Sorry. So, did any of you see the troll campaign that on the Fandom Menace? I think it was this week.
What was that? Which one was that?
So there's a guy, this journalist called Matt Miller, and he decided to write this horrific let's call it news. This article, Esquire magazine. Have you seen it, Stephen?
Is this where this one with Doomcock, where he sort of had Doomcock as an example of the toxic fandom.
He basically calls out Doomcock and he highlights a video from World Class Bullshitters.
Right.
I mean, it's just a troll job. Honestly, people shouldn't even talk about it because people have done exactly what he wanted them to do, and that's talk about it. I mean, the headline. He released 2 articles, and the first one was basically just to incite people. And it says the headline is that the year Star Wars fans finally ruined Star Wars.
Oh, yeah, I've read it. Yeah.
Like the subheading here was like in 2018, a loud movement of racist, misogynist trolls derailed the beloved family sci-fi franchise.
I was just talking shit. And it was just all shit, wasn't it?
Oh, and, it's literally like cringe. It's total cringe.
Terrible.
But then,
there's a name out for him called journal shills.
But But then, he looks like Fred Savage for a start, and then like five days later or something, like after World Class Bullshitters and Doomcock absolutely ripped the article apart, like, but properly though, like they literally read it out and called out all the lies. He's even like this is total backtrack this, like, but in the worst possible way. He released a response article, and it was, he basically tried to say he was doing it on purpose. So the headline is, "I called out toxic Star Wars fandom, then they approved my point. Let's talk about my week online." And then he starts going off on one, and then we know what he says. He didn't watch the videos. I'm like, you didn't watch Doomcock's video or World Class Bullshitters video? Yeah. It's like, of course you didn't, mate. Of course you. Yeah. It's like, what are you just assuming? It's a bit like when that dickhead, what was he called? I forget his name. I think it was Steel Wars or something. He started having a go at Geeks and Gamers on Twitter about a video, and he was calling him sexist and all that, and he hadn't even clicked on the video, and the video was actually recorded by Jessie Milestone, a girl, and he was having a go at him because he hadn't watched the video. He just assumed it was recorded this video. I think it had a sexist title, the video, but it was obviously it was a lass who was talking, and honestly, he got absolutely owned on Twitter. Like, it was just completely embarrassing.
That's embarrassing, man.
Because if you had even bothered to watch the video, then you would realise that you're talking with your ass. So bad.
I saw the clip, and it said, I think it said, I haven't seen the video of Doomcock, but he sounds like a poor man's Darth Vader.
Yeah. Like, how can you know what he sounds like?
So did he just turn it on? He just watched it for like 2 seconds and then turn it off.
This makes no sense. It's just brilliant. Absolutely.
I found Martin Windham.
You what? Sorry. Oh, have you seen him? He looks like him. It's unreal, isn't it?
I look great.
So he was at the premiere and stuff, because he had a full-on premiere. He hired out a theatre in LA, and they had a full-on premiere. And it was free, but you had to, like, it was first come, first served. He had multiple shows throughout the day, and he did a Q&A afterwards and everything. It was,
I'm guessing he's going to be a bit cheaper than Samuel L. Jackson.
I would have thought so.
Aye.
I wouldn't.
These are great. What's that?
I wouldn't have put it past Samuel L. Jackson doing it, to be fair, because he's starting to play Mace Windu again, isn't he?
Oh, is he right? Right. I'm just worried that if it gets too big, to not think Disney will just shut it down. If it gets too big.
I don't think they will. He's done everything correct. He's involved them. I don't think they will.
I hope not.
No. He still kind of.
It's not like
kind of get the quality of a big budget movie. The story might be much better. I mean, it looked great to me, but you know what I mean. He kind of, like, the set and stuff. You kind of. You've got to cut corners. You kind of just do everything, don't you?
Yeah, it's no worse than a set on freaking The Last Jedi in that throne room. The red throne room where it's just goes up in flames.
It was bad. That room
for the budget, that was really bad.
I know. It was bad.
If like CBS shut down the Star Trek fan things, maybe just hope they won't do the same thing.
You never know. You can't predict what Lucasfilm are going to do, or Disney. So
they probably would have done it by now, wouldn't they? They would have done it by now, I think.
They could have stopped it now. The thing is, if they did it now, they're just going to look really mean. And it's just going to piss the fans off again, because people are enjoying it.
Well, it's had like 800,000 views in 17 hours.
Oh, it's going to be. It'll end up being over. There'll be millions.
Views? Aye. Exactly.
You can't make any money from it. So, so I think you want Henry. You want to talk about Fallout 76?
What's Smack Talk up to?
I'm just paying attention to what you're talking about. I hadn't heard it.
Dr. Smack Talk is having a break because he did nothing but talk for like a straight hour the last time we're on because
I wasn't
because someone was on a secret mission, aka fell asleep.
I know, mate. I know. I think that was one of the days. That was one of the weeks where I worked like 9 days of the week, and 8 evenings. It just caught up. It caught up with me, and I was just shattered. I was going to say, what's the crack with Fallout 76? Because
yes,
I've played it. And I wasn't impressed. Like, it was pretty crap.
Isn't it utter shit? It's utter shit, isn't it? Apparently,
I think it's about 3 years away from being finished. It's not even.
That's agile. That's agile for you. Minimum viable product.
It's not even. I suppose it's just past. What do you call that, Stephen? When it's in early access.
It's like still in.
I
wouldn't even say it's in beta.
No,
I would say it's still alpha. It's probably still an alpha build. If you're being honest with it, I mean,
the thing is, if it's an alpha, you shouldn't even have sight of it.
Yeah,
it should be getting played by people who've been hired to play it.
It was 65 quid, I think.
I know.
So
then didn't they reduce the price like immediately though, like a week later or something? Like the price dropped.
After everybody pre-ordered it, nobody who pre-ordered it got like the money not given back to them or anything like that.
No.
What was the crack with it? What was the crack with the canvas bag? Was that a Fallout with a bag gate?
Yeah, they've kind of contacted like they said to all the people who had pre-ordered the top range version. It came with it's supposed to come with a canvas bag and a plastic model of a power armor helmet. To carry in the canvas bag to carry the helmet.
Ooh. That justifies the 100 quid. Christ.
200 quid. 200 quid.
What was 200 quid?
200 quid.
200 quid.
And what they did was they kind of realised they were going to end up getting held over a barrel and given a spanking by the judge if it ever went to court. So they kind of said, right, everybody who bought this, go online, fill in this ticket on the support website and give me your address and your proof of purchase and everything, and we'll send you the actual product in the post, but it'll take a few months because we need to like get it like manufactured and everything and then sent out to you.
Aye.
So then people were like, right, okay then, and they went on the website and created their tickets and everything. The only problem is that they built this website in the same way as they built the game, and it let anybody have access to the tickets and all the information that they'd requested from people that they'd bought these
what a fucker.
Power Armor helmet sets. So it was like you go out and create your own ticket, but then anybody else's ticket for the same issue, and people could see people's email addresses, contact information.
Christ.
I'm not sure if you could say like credit card info and stuff, but you know that sort of thing. It might be impossible and stuff. And it was like people were like,
it's a bad.
You shot yourself in the right foot, and then you've decided to sit right down and take a good look at your left foot and go, might as well, bang.
I was really pissed because I've never played any of the Fallouts except Fallout 4, and I played Fallout 4 for about a solid year, like every night I played it for about a solid year, which is very, very rare. The game before that was probably Grand Theft Auto 4, which was like years ago. So I was really excited about this because it's like Fallout, but it's supposed to be like an online multiplayer. But it's not even half finished. I mean, I had one go, and with with Smack Talk, and it was, like I said, it's about 3 years away from being finished, and they've released it, and they expected to pay freaking 60 quid for it.
Yeah.
I heard it might go down to being free to play because it's just not just to get the free to play to get the just get people playing it,
It'll
and
probably
then
go to free to play, but I think if they went to free to play anywhere within the next 12 to 18 months, they'd have their heads handed to them in a way, because you cannot say to people, right, 60 quid please, and then 3 months later, 6 months later, say, oh, we're going to give it away for nothing. You know what I mean?
I think they need to get people playing the game because it's based on like microtransactions for the different things you can buy.
Different things well, it's not. No, to be honest, in a way they have done the Atom shop right in that it's only cosmetic items you can buy.
Oh, is it?
It's only cosmetic items you can buy. But this is what I was going to say was like some of the things that you can buy are like where is it? It's around here somewhere. Because I was reading this article before about it. That was it, yeah. So, like, if you put in the perspective that they offered 500 atoms to people who got the nylon bag instead of the canvas bag, which equates to like £4 worth of in-game currency, which wasn't even going to cost them anything to give anybody because it's like in-game currency. It doesn't matter who's, it's not the things are already there, and all I've got to do is copy the file to somebody, and so there's an infinite amount of it for nothing, Once the cost of paying that artist to design it and put it into the game, that it's free money after that. So they've got like a bundle available in the shop called Coming to Town. It's a sort of a Christmas one. When it was originally released, it was 3,000 atoms, which is £24 or $30.
Really?
Yeah, and then and people were like, "You what?" Yeah, I'm gonna laugh, especially considering it's a Christmas. It's like a Christmas item. So I mean, you pay what? £24 for it, and you're only going to maybe use it for like 3 weeks, like in the run up to Christmas.
It's just a scam, isn't it? It's just a scam.
So they changed the price on that after like nobody was buying it and people were kind of kicking off, and they dropped it to 2,000 atoms, which is 16 quid, just 16 quid or $20. And then you know how in the game you had the red rocket truck stops.
Yeah.
One of the things they put in was a red rocket mega sign that does absolutely nothing apart from just stand there. So
right.
you build it and you put it down outside your camp and pretend your camp's a red rocket truck stop, right? They wanted 1,400 atoms for that, which is £11 or $14.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Right.
And then they also brought out a holiday emote bundle, which is like waving at people, but it was like a Christmassy one. Which when it was originally released was 2,400 atoms on £19 or $24, which is now being released. Yeah, which is now $24 or 20 quid, which now sits in the shop market now. It's now 1,200 atoms, which is £9 or $12.
So it's like just over half a price drop.
It's like apparently some guy on.
I was going to spend all that just on bits and pieces.
On the Fallout 76 Reddit subreddit, a guy called Lucky5150 said, most of us agree that the pricing is out of hand in the Atom shop, but this Santa outfit just dropped at $20. That's $20, 1/3 of the full game price, twice as much as most DLCs combined. You don't know how else to express it. Far Harbor.
That was good.
2 months to complete alone, and I'm pretty sure I paid $20 for the entire Fallout 4 season pass.
Yeah, I think I did.
For all DLCs. The Santa outfit will be relevant for less than 2 weeks. Come on, Bethesda. Fallout, and then he says Fallout 76 is already selling for $26 at some retailers.
Is it?
Because what you'll find is loads and loads of game retailers like Game and GameStop and places like that will have bought the game expecting it to sell. People will pre-order it, and then they'll expect those people to say to their friends, "Oh, it's really good. You should buy it. Come play it with us." But because it's so crap, everybody's gone. No, the mates be like, "Oh, I've seen you playing Fallout 76. What do you think of it?" And you're like, "Stay away from it. You're like a plague rat."
And the shops need to get them games off the shelves for the new games coming in.
Well, yeah, but they're also it's better to make £26 or something than
100% is nothing.
100%.
I know. It's just a big letdown. I think I said Fallout 4 was amazing. It was the first game I've ever bought an expansion pack for.
Yeah.
And I bought Far Harbor with Class. What else was that? Was it Wastelands or Badlands? No, it was the theme park. It was a theme park, wasn't it?
Yeah, Nuka World. There was
Nuka World.
There was Nuka World, Far Harbor, and there was one more, I think, which was a bit.
One more.
A bigger one.
And they were good.
There was those three, but then also released little ones. There was like the Animatron one, which brought made you could build robots and things and Fallout.
Like the big robots,
and it's not too. Fallout 4 is brilliant, and I mean, I've been kind of going back to it when I've been bored and sick of like every other game I've got.
I have.
And it's not too bad in a way that you can just kind of, if you play it on your own, it just you can kind of treat it like Fallout 4 and just go and wander around and do little things.
Oh, the 76. Sorry, you're talking about 76.
Sneezing me head off. But what you can do, so it does have promise.
All right.
But what you're looking at is something that you're going to have to leave for maybe 6 months to let them work on it, patch it, and repair it, and maybe bring things out. And I mean, that's like it's kind of turning you into unpaid alpha testers to find the bugs and work the bugs out.
Yeah.
I mean, I was reading.
I'm well patient for that. Like,
I was reading something the other day about how they fixed something in it, and all the fans are saying, actually, no, you shouldn't have fixed that. It was working better. And then I was reading something else as well that apparently some guy, which is good. These are the good sort of stories you want to hear about as well. There's some guy who using the mutations in the perk cards and mutations from like getting radioactive too much can now fly. So there are good things in it, but it's kind of just the sheer amount of absolute rubbish just flushes it down the toilet. And then you've got the continuing saga of Get Woke, Go Broke.
Get Woke. Oh, I know. I got to say Battlefield 5.
I am going to talk about Battlefield 5.
Sorry, I'm just watching that. I'm watching that chicken video with the parachute. That video.
How good's that? I did. It took me about 10 times of watching it, right, to understand what's happening. He's got this dude's got a pet chicken, right, and he felt guilty because it's always wanted to fly, but chickens can't fly very far. So he's built himself a rocket, and he's chicken a ride into the sky, and then parachutes it back down.
Put a parachute on it. Watch it again.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Can you hear it?
Aye. It's class, I think. I think anyway, because I got a text off Smack Talk asking if Battlefield 5's up for £20 was it last night?
It was Thursday night, I think it was. I got an email off EA saying that I could have the it was like digital deluxe, top of the range, sort of Ford Mustang of Battlefield 5s, and it was half price, which meant that it would be £20 for me and £20 for you.
Yeah.
I thought, do we try it? Do we see if it's really as bad? And I thought, 20 quid, it's not that, it's not that much. But...
So, get woke, go broke.
So, totally.
There was
Battlefield 5. Oh god.
The go broke, get woke, go broke edition.
As I was looking around on the internet earlier on, I came across this article where it says Electronic Arts revises projected 2019 earnings after Battlefield 5 performs poorly. And then in the last 52 weeks, right, this EA's share price, right, was the highest price it reached was $151.26. It closed trading on the 21st of December. It closed at $75. It was like $75.63.
Get them out.
So they've revised their earnings and said that instead of earning $5.55 billion, they're only going to earn $5.2 billion.
Still a canny chunk.
So, then they've reduced fiscal third quarter 29 revenue expectations from over $2.2 billion to under $1.8 billion.
That's a shame.
They've lost $150 million. But he has the excuse, right, to account for exchange rates, lower mobile expectations, and the delay of Battlefield 5's launch. So they're kind of saying, it's not that the game's woke and gone broke. It's just because we're having to delay the launch a little bit. So people decided, that's going to come out a week later than I thought. This game's coming out, so I'll buy this game instead of that game, sort of thing. I think that's what they're trying to like sort of put the spin on it.
Well, it doesn't help that it came out after Call of Duty and Red Dead Redemption.
But come out on the same day as Red Dead Redemption, and I kind of think that it came out. One of the reasons why they pushed it back a week, I think it was that they thought it's never going to. If we come out on the same day as Red Dead Redemption, we're never going to make any money on it.
But no chance of competing with Red Dead.
But hard sales data on it comes forward in January. So additional downward revenue revisions might come out then, and you could see
see how it goes.
Once again, getting woke.
I'm sick. Another game. I'm sick of getting games right, buying games that aren't finished.
What was that? What game was it? Just Cause or something like that?
Just Cause 4, right?
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Well, you've got Just Cause 3, which only came out, 2 years ago?
Was it last year, I think? Last Christmas.
It was a good game. You're basically, it's an open world, a bit like GTA. I think this one was in the fictional world of Medici, which is like a Mediterranean island. Basically, it looked like Italy or Greece. It was really good. Obviously, you had to liberate the island from the bad guys. But the thing with Just Cause is you've got a grappling hook, and you can basically just pull yourself connected to anything, and you can launch yourself into the air. And in this one, you had in number 3, you had a wingsuit, and basically you could glide. And if you had enough practice, you could use your grappling hook, so they sort of just pull you along. And you never had to touch the ground. Right. Just Cause 3 was excellent. Basically, a bit like Spider-Man, where you could sort of
Right.
pull yourself along using your grappling hook, and you could just fly, like glide for hours and hours. The graphics were great. It wasn't as deep as GTA 5, but it was still great. It's still good. I still finished it.
Yeah, Just Cause 3 come out in 2015.
So 3 years ago.
3 years later. I'm having to read like some of the reviews that, like on Steam, it's got like 5 out of 10. And
aye, on Fortnite, Just Cause 4.
Yeah, it's pretty poor. Like scores. I mean,
Just Cause 3. Just Cause. I've only finished probably about 5 games in the past 10 years because I never get the time to play on them. I never get the time to play on them. So if I play on them, they've got to be good. I finished obviously just GTA 5, then Just Cause 3, and then Fallout 4. And so I was really excited for Just Cause 4, which has just been released. But Jesus Christ, it's what do you think, Smack Talk? What do you think about it?
I think it's a serious letdown from
it's the graphics are worse than number 3.
Jesus.
The graphics are worse. And it's just not finished. I don't think it's finished.
It's I don't know.
It's in. It's set down in sort of like South America.
None of these games are finished. That's why it's called beta or beta. None of them are finished.
No, this one. This one sort of. It's released as a finished game.
But so don't add.
It's just terrible. It's just not as good. The graphics are crap. The graphics are crap.
A lot of stuff in it feels like a step back. It's like
it's just not
things are there, but it's as if they've taken. It's like the wingsuit in one of the DLCs of 3. It gave like a rocket boost, like a jet engine type rocket boost to your wingsuit, so you could sort of like fly around without having to drag yourself using your grappling hook and things. And it put missile launchers on it and a machine gun. And on this one, you can have the suit with the rocket boost, but it's only got missiles on it and not the machine gun, which takes away an option because it meant you could fly and kind of fly into people with the machine gun going and do stuff like that. But now it's like you can fire those missiles into someone point blank range. You'll blow up with them. It's kind of it's like it's committing suicide.
If you put Just Cause 3 and 4 side by side, you would think number 4 came out 3 years before Just Cause 3. It's really just bad.
God.
One of the is the motion blur and things, and the way the camera controls while you're in an aircraft and you're driving. It's been making people like really violently sick.
I mean, I've only played on me 4K TV, so maybe they've had problems going from HD to 4K, but I don't know what's like on a normal HD television.
Is that you subtle bragging there? I've only just played it on my 4K TV.
On me 110 inch television, around VR 3D.
Whilst you're having your caviar on toast.
Get with the times. Everyone's got 4K
on your mink sofa.
I need a bigger wallet because I can't hold all my cash in my wallet. my diamond shoes are prepaid.
Well, you have been working hard. You must be a bit flush.
Work hard, play hard.
What I will say, it's the Christmas holiday. It's the Christmas holidays now, right? So I'm gonna do something. Play video games. Right?
I think it's
I'm gonna try and play as many videos as I can on a night. So obviously I'm getting Red Dead Redemption, and I think we should do a stream because I'm going to be absolutely hopeless. And you'll have to show us the ropes, pardon the pun. No hog tying. Because I know you two are like you're like a married couple when it comes to games. Is you share stuff, and I'm kind of like left out as the poor relation. But I'm hoping to dip my toe in a little bit over the next 2 weeks.
You're the bit on the side.
I'm the bit. That you don't talk about.
You're the naughty deal.
Well, you've never invited us along to nothing for ages. Stephen keeps teasing us with we're going to play the division. That's never happened.
You should get Camel Leader
this week. He hasn't. Camel Leader. He hasn't got a computer.
You should tell him to get an Xbox, right? And then you two can game share. And then we can have like a four-player team up.
Yeah, right. You'll not do that, like.
Oh, we not.
No. He's got a 360. I don't even think he ever played on it really.
No, I don't blame him.
There's no way. Well, what happened is on New Year because I'm spending New Year up at his. Right. And I said I'd bring Red Dead Redemption up. It may influence him because he's massive. He's massively into his westerns and all. He loves Western movies, so I could do it like a bit like a subliminal and see if I can convince him to buy an Xbox. And if he does that, then we can do it. I get him to buy all the games and I'll share them.
Keep getting adverts for Xbox One X consoles with Red Dead Redemption bundle for £400.
Ooh.
Not bad.
So is it the One X that works better with the 4K tallies?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4K.
So no doubt. So Henry must have one of them then.
Right? It's that's. I've got the One X for that. I've got the One X. I've got the One X, right? But I think next year there's a new one coming out.
What? No, I don't think so.
I heard. Sorry, it might be the PlayStation. I'm sure there's a PlayStation 5.
I think
something out about that.
They probably would have announced that at like E3, but there was no.
There's 3.
I heard a rumor the other day.
I heard there was 3 different things. Oh, right. I may have just been reading some spam, but I heard it was like 3 different types of a PlayStation 5 coming out in the end of next year. Like obviously the cheap version, then you've got like the Xbox One S, then you've got the Xbox One X, you've got the PlayStation 4, then the PS4 Pro. There's going to be something similar, but I thought the end of next year is a bit too soon. Maybe 2 or 3 years time.
Have you two both got the PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One?
Yeah.
My PlayStation 4 is in the bedroom. It's used as a media center more than a game console. It's
right. So you watch
Netflix and
you watch DVDs on it and Netflix.
DVDs and that, yeah.
No, I've got the PS4 downstairs and
you have one, yeah.
And we usually play Fortnite, and I'm like shouting up the stairs to my son.
Yes.
Go for because he's better than me. You see, he's just turned 9, but he's actually better than me. And as he shouted up the stairs,
he's definitely better at flossing than you doing the floss. Okay. that video where he come running in, he's just doing the floss.
The floss or the Orange Justice.
I can't do it. I've tried and failed.
I can do the floss. I've been practicing it in the bathroom mirror.
Oh yeah. Jealous. I'm jealous. I'm trying to do it now. I can't do it.
It's on the hips, Dave. It's on the hips.
It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Get the hips.
It's like a Happy Gilmore in it. It's all in the hips. It's all in the hips.
Tap it in. Tap it, tap, 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 tap a root.
Just give it a little tappy, little tap, tap a root.
Got his hand. Remember his wooden hand?
Hi. It's really sad because he dies, doesn't he? Like he falls in the window, like Chubbs Peterson, because he cuts the head off the alligator or crocodile or whatever the hell it is.
His hand gets motherfucker. He gets his hand.
Would you like another cup of mushroom tea, Captain? Sorry.
Oh, hey. So,
I guess his hand run over, right? It's just, he glues it back together. It's like a monstrosity. You can blatantly see it's like stuck on the end of his hand because it's like much longer than his actual really arm.
I think the budget for that film was about it's probably less than this Star Wars.
They couldn't even put his hand like a glove. Just come on, man.
They didn't have the time or the budget to give him a baggy sleeve.
I mean, them films are old. The classic Adam Sandler, like Happy Gilmore and Waterboy, they were like released in the 90s, weren't they?
94, 93.
They're old now, right?
Talking like 25 years.
It's a bit like Ace Ventura. I think that came out like 93 or 94 or something.
Oh, what's it? We have a Daily Motion. What's this? What's this? Smack Talk?
It's Geordie Star Wars.
Oh yeah, the Geordie Star Wars. That's what I was quoting before when I said, "Would you like a cup of mushroom tea, Captain Sinner? It's Apollo Creed." That's brilliant.
He's got me tabs.
How's
tabs.
What?
You know what we should have watched tonight? The Star Wars Holiday Special. You ever watched that?
No, I can't say I've
Star Wars. Is that with the Ewoks?
It's not with it's with Chewbacca's
right.
Horrific. It's on YouTube. It's fully on. It's on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing, including the adverts from the 70s.
Well, what's the next?
It's really bad.
Well, what's the next time?
On YouTube.
It's on for 2 hours.
It's on for an hour and a half, I think.
I watched it.
If you go on, you can watch the 2-hour version, which has got all the commercials. But like just below that on YouTube is like I think there must be a cut version because it's like 1 hour 37. There's a few different. It's on. Loads of people have uploaded it. But it's
the 1 hour 37 one. That's the one you want to watch. Or the other one?
Just watch that one because the other one's got. Which is, it's good to watch it. Probably not on a stream though. I think we should probably watch it. Like because we're going to do another stream over the holidays. So we could probably watch it then, and just because I've never watched it, I've watched a little bit of it, and it's pretty bad. Like, but yeah,
I just had an idea, right? But then I immediately just thought it was a bad idea. I was going to say it, but just ignore me. I was going to say we should watch The Last Jedi and just rip the piss.
No,
but that's like 2 hours. 2 hours of your life, like you're not going to get.
I'd have to get.
I've already lost watching it. The picture.
So we get pissed, then watch it.
I can do that. I would need a copy of it though, because I haven't got it. I haven't got a copy of it, and I haven't got access to it. I would need access to it. We have to talk off air about that.
I could probably find it somewhere.
How would procure a copy of it?
I could definitely find it in a very legal,
like dodgy back alley.
No.
Who deals in the worst possible, artifacts.
I'll just go out and buy it with me vast.
Don't give me your money. If you're gonna buy it, get it from like a second-hand store or something. Don't buy it from fucking a proper retailer.
That was a joke.
Get it off eBay for like a quid.
I've never bought a DVD in about 20 years.
It's
How much
to
is
be
it?
honest, it's that bad. The guy who's selling on the eBay will probably pay you to take it off his hands.
I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna see how much it is.
The postage and packaging would probably be more than the actual DVD.
No, I'm gonna have a look. Let's see if it's on. I want to see if it's on eBay. Let's have a look.
Oh, I shall have a
Jesus.
look. Oh, look on Amazon.
I'm going on.
I'll go on Amazon.
You can get it for £4.98.
How much? Not paying that.
Actually, you can get £4.75.
Hold on. The Jedi.
I think let's chip in. Right. We could all chip in, and then we could just copy it.
Oh, on Amazon, right? It says The Last Jedi, $6.99, but only 2 left in stock. Order soon before they run out. Right.
I'll take my chances, Amazon. Thanks.
I'd rather get some binoculars and watch it from across the other side of the road into the neighbours.
I'm on eBay, and you'd feel less dirty doing that, wouldn't you?
I would.
Peeping Tom. There's one on eBay that's it's actually still in the wrapper. It's still sealed up. So you sell it for a £5.
Oh, I've got the. What was the cheapest you found?
£4.75.
Was that with postage and packaging?
It's free postage on eBay. It's free.
Really? Well,
yeah.
it picks mine.
I could order that, like, in we could, if you want to, like, go thirds on it, and like just because I'm not buying it outright. I refuse to, even though it's so cheap.
I'd rather buy the freaking.
In the interest of the channel,
I'd rather buy
we could do it, like, and do a New Year's stream, like.
We could
watching that and get pissed.
New Year.
So I'm going to be with Carmelita once, so you can join in because he hates it now.
Definitely. Yeah, that's a good idea. The New Year same shit stream.
If we do that, it's only going to be a quid each anyway. So
we'll put that on the back burner, and
the back burner.
I'll hit Amazon with a Porsche lifter champion to. Because they're cheapest, fucking £5.78. It's £5.78.
Oh, honestly, mate, don't. Amazon are a joke now. I mean, you don't like the delivery on Amazon is so fucked up as well. You never know if you're going to pay for delivery or not until you get in the fucking checkout. It's
well, I've sort of signed up for Amazon Prime, right?
eBay is where it's at.
I didn't ask for it.
You have to use PayPal still on eBay.
You don't have to, though.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Right, don't have to, but yes, it's easier.
Well, it's much easier to use it, yeah. Much easier.
Bit of PayPal. Don't trust giving me bank details out.
The thing
to the fraudster.
These DVDs, they're like all under a £5, and there's no postage. There must be a quid. You know what I mean? It's like, what the hell?
They sell that money,
put them
cheap.
They've obviously robbed them, because I mean, this person's got multiple copies. Last one, so they've obviously robbed them from somewhere.
You wouldn't go out and post a DVD at the post office just to make like a quid profit. You know, you wouldn't, would you?
No, you must be selling them by the boatload, like.
By the million.
They can't be selling many of these, like. But at least the good thing about this is you're not giving your money to Disney or Lucasfilm. So
the thing are just unwanted birthday presents or Christmas presents.
What we could do is we could like watch it and then just bin it. I don't think I could. I don't think I could sleep. I don't think I could sleep with it in the house.
You just feel too dirty.
I would feel like I don't know. I would just feel like dirty and sorted.
It's like when you go on holiday and you think, no, when you're in the taxi to the airport, shit, did I leave the gas on? Right? It's like that. It's like a horrible feeling. Oh shit! I've got The Last Jedi on my DVD. Oh.
Is it gonna break my Xbox?
They got to come down in the middle of the night and just take it outside. You can't sleep.
Yeah. I'll take it outside and put it in next door's bin. So it's not even in my.
It's not even worthy to be in your bin. I must think, right. The problem with getting rid of your garbage, well, your rubbish, right? And landfills, the amount of landfills, right? They must have just went up by like 30% in the past 2 years. The amount of
because of the Last Jedi.
Of all of the Star Wars shit.
Didn't somebody say that found a landfill that was like full of all the
Oh yeah, I know what you're gonna say. There's some DVD of it.
Oh, it was Marvel Comics. It was Marvel Comics. It was Marvel Comics. So Marvel Comics have been like dumping their comics apparently because it kind of shift them. It's really
dumping.
I believe so. Yeah, I'll do a bit of quick research.
What?
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Yeah. 250, it's a 250,000 Marvel comics being dumped.
What? Toxic Crusader.
Really bad.
Toxic Crusader. Right.
Toxic Crusader.
Swamp Thing.
Oh, I used to watch the Swamp Thing.
I like Swamp Thing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they got caught like dumping shit loads, like just throwing them out. Pretty bad, like pretty bad.
On a different topic, right? Has anyone seen Colony? With it's on Netflix.
Colony? No.
Colony.
What's that about?
It's basically it's set in LA, and it's just set after an alien invasion. But it's like it's set in LA, and the whole of LA is just like walled off by this. I don't know. It's like a 300-foot high metallic wall. It's just like a futuristic alien barrier, and it's basically set in there, and it's about his family. Like the dad's Josh Holloway. He played Sawyer in Lost.
All right,
The
mom. It makes a bell now actually.
The mom, his wife's she's out of. She's Walking Dead. She's Laurie. Was it Laurie?
All right, out for Walking Dead. Yeah, Rick's wife.
That's her.
Yeah.
Cool. It's really good. Excellent. First 2 seasons. It's about how they're surviving, because it's an alien invasion, but they're not actually on the ground. They're just in space, and it's basically everywhere is under curfew and lockdown, and it's they're part of like a resistance group, and it's very it's a bit like the French Resistance in World War II.
Yeah,
reminds me of that. It's a bit like that, and you've got obviously if you're out after curfew, you're shot on sight. And the first two seasons were okay, and the third season was fantastic. The third season just finished.
So it's up to 3 seasons.
3 seasons. That was the last season.
I have to watch it.
I just watched the last episode a few nights ago. And I thought the third season, well, you know how usually it's the last season, it sort of just runs down and it just like peters off and everyone's sort of a bit half-arsed. This was just brilliant. Just brilliant from start to finish. It's about 13 episodes a season. It's just class. I just highly recommend.
Sounds really good. I'll check it out.
First 2 seasons are on Netflix right now, and I think the final season will be on probably next year sometime. But
cool.
Brilliant.
I'll check it out.
Very surprised.
Have you seen Aquaman? Have you? Is that out yet?
No, I'm not. I think I'll miss that one. I think.
I thought you mentioned it earlier. That's all. I wasn't sure if you had seen it or not. It's supposed to be really
good. I may wait for the DVD on that one.
Yeah. I've got no interest. I just you mentioned it earlier. I thought you must have seen it.
Aquaman. No, I've never seen it.
Before we went live. So I think we should wrap up soon because it's getting past my bedtime.
No, I wasn't. I was supposed to be an hour, but
I know.
We can't plan football, so.
I said we'd end up not like a bunch of old fishwives, didn't I?
We always do. We can't organise a piss up in a brewery.
This is
I know.
Apparently there's a huge landfill full of potentially valuable Star Wars toys somewhere in the Midlands. Toys from the Pally Toy factory were dumped in a pit near Ashby de la Zouch in the 80s. Apparently, there could be rare bounty hunter Boba Fett figures which cost £1.80 in the 1980s, but can now fetch around £18,000 at auction.
Say what?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Holy shit. Oh shit, Skip.
Apparently it went to on Nottingham Road in Lount near and
what a fuck up.
You put it up into Google Maps, it comes up as the Ashby Motor Park, so it must be near a motorway or something. It's like the services.
Amazing.
Where is it? Where is it, did you say?
Ashby de la Zouch.
Where the fuck's that?
Leicester.
Oh,
Leicester?
Leicester. Of all the places.
No, I'm not going.
I see. Anyway, just slightly just before we go, see that they've arrested 2 people for the drone, like flying the drone around next to Gatwick Airport.
Really?
So
2 people at the drone at Gatwick.
But I was
married couple.
I was reading before mine that they were saying that even after how they arrested them and they opened the airport and everything back up. Apparently at 5 o'clock last night, the drone flew back over the runway. And, it started circling the police below and flashing lights at them and stuff.
Shut up, man.
I think it's somebody else
who's trolling them.
In control.
So it sounds like, but that's the thing. The drone, the person who's flying it, doesn't necessarily have to be in the country. You know what I mean?
Oh,
if America can drop a bomb on a wedding party in Pakistan from
like Seattle or somewhere,
and it's not sitting in Nevada, you know what I mean? It's like
I just got the impression it was like some kid with a toy drone messing about, but in the papers it looks like this big friggin' military.
It's got to be a state of the art one, isn't it?
This big state of the art thing.
It's got to be.
So what's the range on that? Is it like a few miles or more than that?
Miles and miles. My brother-in-law's got one. He's got
miles.
He's got video of him from like when they've been out to Berwick, and he's like standing on the cliff at Berwick, and he sends it flying, and he says that when you look at it, the drone's literally like miles up the coast and miles up and like a good couple of 100 feet in the air, and it goes looks like it goes like a good half a mile to a mile up the coast and everything, and then it comes flying back down up the beach and stuff, and it's really cool. I mean,
so it could be like a mile radius around the airport.
There was some bloke on Twitter who There was that guy I sent you was the link to who was complaining about people taking the mic because Gatwick Airport had used a drone to fly over the airport and take photos of it or something for their own publicity. And people were sharing pictures of it saying, look at these great pictures I took at the airport the other day. Sort of thing. This guy reported this bloke who made that joke to Sussex police, demanding that he be arrested and investigated. As it was, it was like, people shouldn't be joking about this sort of thing. Please investigate and everything. And the absolute level of like hilarity that were the insults he was receiving over this tweet were great. And he didn't just do it once and then leave it or just delete the tweet. No, he doubled down and sent a second tweet asking the exact same thing.
What?
So that's why I sent you those two links the other night.
Yes.
And then some other guy says that the reason says this would have never happened if the drone bill that's supposedly in Parliament at the minute had passed, but it hadn't passed because of Brexit. So Brexit was at fault because of this drone.
Oh my god!
I'm sat there scratching my head, going,
oh my god!
How bad does it? How bitter and twisted do they have to be? Because they lost a referendum, that they have to go looking for the most tangential of links to something to try and then blame it on Brexit. It's like 6 degrees of separation sort of thing. Well, this happened and that caused this. And that's why.
Brexit. It's all Brexit's fault.
If in doubt, blame it on Brexit.
in America, it's mer Russians, and in Britain, it's mer Brexit.
Russian bots and Brexit bots.
Jesus.
I know.
Mental.
The sun's getting low, chaps. The sun is getting low. Actually, the sun will be coming up.
So, if I have another stream, I think we should either Star Wars Holiday Special or the Blackadder Christmas Special.
I think the Blackadder Christmas Special is probably good because it's only on for like half an hour.
Yeah,
right, what's the Blackadder one?
Which means we can have a bit of festive.
What's that? Get it?
Thing, and then
have a mince pie and some eggnog.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Because it's only on for half an hour, it means we can also have a bit of a natter about anything that's come out over Christmas. Because some woke genius is bound to come out with something over between now and Christmas.
No doubt.
I predicted one the other day, and it came true. Right.
Which one was that?
It's not hard to do, to be honest.
I said, I bet the next bullshit that comes out, right, it's going to be how Santa Claus is a man.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Goes out to work, and Mrs. Claus stays at home and cooks dinner. And I said, I think I said to the kids, I bet there's someone comes out and complains how that's sort of unacceptable these days. How come Mrs. Claus can't go out as well? And then there was an article, I think, on Twitter about that. It was pretty similar. I think it just got shot down. Like within.
Oh, see, it was. I think
it was just ridiculous.
I think Geeks and Gamers. I think Jeremy made a video about it.
Was that it? Right. But the day before was when I actually had the brainwave. But it wasn't me actually who wrote the article, Just, but that was the latest one. So I will see. We'll see what the next one is, because every couple of days there's something new.
I'm just looking at this one. Apparently, Angry Joe's come out and called Battlefield 5's campaign and half-arsed political agenda.
It's just, it's not good. I'm trying to find this song. There's I seen something the other day. I think it was. I think what it was. It was a kid's. It was. I put it on for Leo, right, my son, and it was a kid's song. But it was Santa was in it, but Santa was a woman. It was just
Really?
it was messed up. I don't know if it was the pit that make Baby Shark or something like that. Something like that. But
call it.
I have to try and find it.
I was laughing at stuff like that because it's I'm not going on about Santa is Santa Romano a woman, and I'm thinking myself the clue's in the name, Father Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
But yeah, it's just ridiculous, man.
I think it'll come to an end. Do you think there'll be a point where it's just
the wokeness and like everyone being offended by absolutely everything.
It's basically like a new age feminist movement, isn't it? It's like
it just seems to be like you have to be offended by everything these days, and it's just I don't know why people are like this. I just don't get it.
I think it'll pass. I think it'll pass, but it might take a few years.
It's gonna have to. Like.
I mean, equal rights is fine.
But the problem is like Hollywood's like it's unless you toe the party line now. Did you see did you hear the audio from that film director? Is it Kyle Newman? He directed the documentary there, Fanboys, and it's all you can watch bits of he made a film. I think it was years ago now, and it was all about the I think it was the conflict between Star Wars and Star Trek, like the fans and stuff, and it was during the prequels, and the prequels were coming out and stuff. And he was getting interviewed on Rebel Force Radio. Basically said he knows literally nobody that who works in movies or is part of the journalist community that liked The Last Jedi. He says everyone he's met thought it was a bad movie, and he says basically the people who give a good review, most of them hate that just because Disney would have just took all our access away, or that magazine's access. So they were basically threatened, and that's why it's got such a good critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, like 98%. But they're the consumer score is like just right at 80%. It just shows you the critics that they're all in the pocket. The major film companies because they can't give a bad review. They're not allowed. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, if you give a bad review, you lose access. You lose access to the. They'll just say, "All right, well, okay, you give a bad review." So when the next film that one production company makes comes out, you're getting, free invite to a free, swanky party release.
Pre-watch cocktail bars and stuff. The truth is becoming a rare thing, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It certainly is. Never mind.
That's why these
I'm gonna go.
New websites,
go on.
These new fan sites that come out, things, I think places like One Angry Gamer and stuff like that, where it's people who are out and they're not really fussed about
people just start to do it for themselves,
advertising and stuff. I mean, look at us, we kind of look around and stuff, and
I do that
like this just because we're sick of being told by
I think
listen to bullshit.
I think
the truth.
Since watching The Last Jedi, and then I've sort of just totally went off official reviews. Like I used to like Rotten Tomatoes. Now I just totally ignore their reviews, and I look at the audience reviews.
Yeah,
and it's created a new wave of alternate review channels like Nerdwallics. You've got Doomcock. You've got obviously there's millions of others I've never even had time to look at, but these will be the ones that people look at. And they'll just ignore the official reviews. Will just be ignored.
Yeah.
So
because they're the ones that you can trust.
It's pointless. It's pointless. Really. It's pointless trying to
give it honest review.
Censor journalists because you just get the freelance journalists just telling the truth. They aren't getting paid off. Disney and CBS and the when they do shit product. Yeah.
Yep.
But we'll see. See how. I'm just looking forward to the Picard show. We'll see how that goes.
Just remember, you can't criticize anything these days unless you're a racist or a sexist as well. So yeah, just
is what you call
then you get accused of being.
I think if the Picard show is a disappointment, I think that's it. I'll probably have to sell me 4K telly. I don't think I need it anymore. I don't think there's nothing left to watch.
That's what you call it, mate.
I just read my books. I've got plenty of books to read. That's it.
My brain's just gone. I can't say something, and then it's just gone.
It's getting late, lads.
I think it's your brain saying we need to wrap up now. Right? So, Henry, are you going to ask people to tickle something?
Always remember, very important, at the end of the night, tickle that bell, and we'll see you next time.
And subscribe.
Subscribe and like it.
Oh,
you will like it.
Thumbs down.
You better like it. But we'll be back on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. What do you think?
Probably more. Might try and get one in between.
In between,
and then
the weird week. It's a weird week, that isn't it?
Because we'll probably have a lot more. We'll probably have a bit more free time to get on in between.
I think. Well, yeah, I'm off. I think I'm off like 3 weeks.
That's good.
Because whenever West End Dave gets the time to
yeah, fine. We'll do it in. We'll do it in between. Yeah, and we'll watch Blackadder's Christmas Carol. Yeah, definitely.
Blackadder. Is that the new one? Is that the new one? Was it?
No, in the 80s.
I thought they were making a new one. No.
Yeah, that was the rumour the last time, but I haven't heard anything since. Haven't heard anything since. It was a rumour when we did the Blackadder stream. I think I haven't never seen anything since that time. Right. So I'm going to go, fellas. It's been a pleasure.
Okay.
The three.
See you next time.
Hit the bell. Subscribe. Sign off.
Like, subscribe. Take care.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Bye.
Bye-bye.